Well, we're back. And we made a mistake last time.
We're dumb.
The oil pump gear has to go on before your one-way clutch, which means you got to put it in before you put both clutches in. So we're just fixing that now.
Yeah, because behind that clutch, attached to the outer of that clutch is one set of splines, and behind that, directly to the crank, is another set of splines that actually mate to the oil pump drive. It's kind of stupid when you think about it. They have to seat 3 things in at once, but it can be done.
Yeah, we did it.
Barely.
Yeah, barely. When you're tightening these bolts down, just tighten them the same.
Make sure you snap them all right off because you tightened the hell out of them.
As we look like geniuses doing this. But if you don't tighten them down at the same time,
You run the risk of having it get cocked, and if it gets a little bit crooked, it'll give you a false sense of tightness. Till it turns over a couple hundred times and it finally becomes nice and square and flush, and then you have 2.5 loose bolts.
which after you're done with that, now you're going to put this part of the crankcase back on. Wait.
Wait for it.
The oil pump cover first.
Dun dun dun. Which bolts are for that, genius? The ones you set aside?
Yeah.
Damn, you're good.
And set aside
Those bolts don't look like the same though.
They are.
One to the other. Does that one have a... Okay, never mind, yeah. That looked like one of them had a shoulder on it, the other one didn't. 8mm?
I think. I don't know. Socket is unnamed.
It's just a tube with 6 sides in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, 8mm. 8mm.
Millimeter.
There's no sealing of this, so it's just...
The whole thing is submerged in oil.
So there's no reason to be...
All that cover that we're putting on now does is kind of help cup the oil into it. I mean,
an 8mm wrench.
there is literally a hole in it. So why would you seal it if it literally got a hole in it?
I feel like this is so wrong, but they're the only bolts that fit.
But it feels so right.
Yeah. Now with these bolts in it, they're not the right hole size, so it's going to move, so just make sure you hold it if somebody else tightens it so it fits on there correctly.
It's the hash-slinging slasher. The axe-banging thrasher.
And now, put this side of the crankcase on. But first,
Alright, we're done.
just wreck my machine. That's fine.
Uh-oh, we lost the dowel. As you go through, you notice the dowels and whatnot. There's always a spot where they fell out of that you'll find. They're not entirely imperative, but
Now,
they
if
should probably use them.
you get the same gasket that I did, words go down.
In history.
You just gotta make sure it fits right. It's the right one. There's just one is the right one, but it's not fitting. Oh.
Durr.
We're gonna have to notch that.
Well, you figure that out. I'll start putting some red jizz on there.
This will be sped up so you don't have to sit through the 20 minutes of it.
This is going to take at least 3 hours, honestly.
All you gotta do is notch it. I'm not sure if all gasket kits are like this, but
Yeah, maybe it would have been fine the way it was. Maybe, we don't really know, but we didn't harm anything by cutting a notch out of it. Doesn't really make a difference. It's still going to seal, and that's really what matters.
for my own want.
You could put your initials on it for all I care.
Because it was touching the actual shifting shaft, so.
You said shaft.
But we'll gasket this off camera. Alright, well, we got it all sealed. We painted it red with spray paint.
We didn't, though.
Put it on. Remember how? Yes.
Got a hook around this clutch. And then it's going to fall a little bit. You gotta be ready for that. Just gotta be kind of careful because of this gasket material stuff that we have on here, this red RTV. Just look at all over everything. It got tired.
Alright. Oh, I got it in my hand. I was looking for the washer.
Who you calling Pinhead? Washer first.
Washer first, he says.
That's what she said. Washer first, followed by the thing with the smaller fork of the two. Of this assembly of stuff that you've probably set aside.
Also, make sure you put the pivot pin in before you do this.
Pivot pin bolt thing. You're gonna need a 10 or a 12mm deep well. I think, anyway.
Walk of shame.
Doing the walk of shame.
Second dick on the way.
You have the 10 or the 12mm deep well.
Do we? That sounds nice and crunchy. Filled with so much dirt.
I got the quarter-inch drive. I don't have the quarter-inch drive.
Alright.
Next, we've got this fidget spinner. It's got to go in. And then this Star Wars style battleship looking piece. Not that I'm a nerd or anything, but
No. Yeah.
next is going to be the outer case, which still has this fork assembly thing in it from earlier.
I would say the easiest way to put this back in would be put the bolt all together, tighten it down as tight as it can go, so
You don't have
keeps it
as
in.
much push on it.
Yes. Which then
We're going to need the
Or-
gasket.
another gasket. Alright, there's going to be 3 bolts on the outside right here. Don't forget to put those back in like we did, and we have to take the whole thing apart.
You're going to need those.
Yeah.
Okay. Which, as per this test fit,
Is not the right one.
but it is though. You know how you can tell? Because it's the same shape and all the holes line up, and because you are a dick. You are the shortened name for Richard.
Which we're going to make you guys sit through this one now.
Do-do-do. got this red stuff on everything.
Make sure those two ports up there are sealed.
And basically, I guess all that's left to do is just to put everything together. Well, it's going to be kind of a pain is that there is a bearing race in here. It's a little 6203 bearing in there. But this shouldn't be horrible. Just going to be kind of a squeeze. The trusty hammer.
Trusty road hammer.
Road vines! Yeah. Give me some bolts, bitch.
Is it those ones? They're way too long.
They have to go through both of those covers. You understand? That's the piston one. P, piston. Sure. Ta-da!
I guess knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power, and power is knowledge.
I'm gonna get some knowledge.
Go find a quarter-inch extension.
What's it? Remember, just hand height.
4,000 torque pounds?
Yes. Identical to that, but a lot smaller.
What if it's over 9,000?
All you want is just a hand tight. Wait a second. Back that off. I forgot a bolt. There's a bolt on the inside I forgot about.
Oh my god!
Remember all your bolts. We forgot the 3 shiny ones.
There's one short shiny one. Yep, there they are.
Alright, since we have that whole situation figured out now, just gotta put this on.
Way easier than before. Alright.
Move you guys so we could work and you could see.
It's weird to be honest. I have the P bolt.
I have the 2 bolt.
I have the P bolt. Bolt's too long. We'll figure that out later. As we go, it's probably underneath something, but right now, what if we put these bolts in? Would be it.
We would definitely recommend doing the cardboard, or at least something to keep them in order.
Oh yeah, each bolt is a different length, and I've done it without doing the cardboard thing, and it is so horrible to put it back together.
Also, it's only 11 bolts, so...
Yeah, I mean, you just take an old pizza box or whatever. You know, your fat ass eats a lot of pizza, so you might as well just use one of the boxes.
I never knew who you're talking to with that.
Well, that's for me to know and you to find out. Fat ass.
Recycle.
Yeah. Sometimes the bolts might get a little bound up on the gasket, and maybe some dirt and stuff in the threads. I'm seeing some dirt popping out here.
Yeah. You can't ever get anything like this perfectly clean again.
I mean,
Unless you hose it down and you either pressure wash it, steam clean it. We don't know what you guys are doing, so... That's what we're doing.
How you doing? What are you doing over there, huh?
You just hand tighten them and then wait to the specs of your gasket.
Sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's 24 hours, sometimes it's a minute. Maybe it's Maybelline, I don't know. Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's methamphetamine.
Getting close.
Close.
Yeah. We're almost done with this.
Well, I thought you were talking about something else, but we'll just leave that somewhere in the gray area. Now, the T-bolt has got to be somewhere else. It's got to be somewhere as rolled around. Those are for something else. They're too short. Because obviously, like, if you take the bolt, like I did, and there's a lip at the bottom of it. You place it right up against where it would seat. And you can kind of plainly see that there's a hole probably an eighth of an inch. That's 2/16 refraction, people. That hangs out beyond the actual casing where it must thread into. Literally, we just had it. Probably if we can go back and rewatch the video for a whole minute, we can probably find it. I guess we'll find it later on when we realize it's actually inside the crankcase somewhere when we started up.
Or we just used it to bolt this part of the crankcase to this.
This?
It might be that one. You threaded that one in. You're a terrible human being.
You are rarded.
Thanks.
Thanks. Hey. Alright. Now we gotta find another bolt for that one.
Don't be like us, be organized.
We try.
We're terrible at it.
I guess that's what really counts. I mean,
We're just terrible.
terrible. We get a participation trophy.
Is that really nasty one?
No. This is like a totally different type of bolt.
Oh. Sure it's not this one?
Maybe it's one of these that were half stripped and we took them out.
No.
You need to vice grip that one out?
No. That's from the thing with the such.
There's too much of a shoulder on it. That's not gonna work. I'm telling you, man, that one's even shorter of a thing.
This is a long one.
Why?
I don't know. It's like 4 inches long. But we don't gotta tell you that. My pants. That's from the Mangolov one. It's from the carburetor manifold.
Carburetor,
The
man.
manifold thing, such.
Well, I guess that's pretty much it for the right side of the engine, except this handy dandy cover.
We'll put that on at the end.
Put it on once it's already installed.
Yeah, we're not sure if we want to paint the engine yet.
I mean, maybe if you commented on the video and told us what you thought, maybe we should paint it, but nobody seems to care yet, so
We'll get there in time. But we'll flip it around.
take one down, pass it around.
Smack you in the face with it.
98 Honda 200M, take one down, pass it around.
Oh, I hope to God we don't get demonetized for that, because we've already been demonetized. We've only been alive for 2 weeks on YouTube. We do good stuff here. But we're going to take a break, because it's like 12 o'clock.
I like how you look at the moon to determine that.
Knowledge, man.
Knowledge is power. Power Yes, knowledge.
But it's not going to be a second video, it's just going to be a gap in the
Yep.
video, because...
We're taking a break now, but literally, by the time you realize that I just said that, it'll be the next time we start filming, so.
Yeah. Because it's 12 o'clock. He has a job.
Yeah, it sucks being a productive person.
I'm trying to make this my job. So I can share. But we'll pick this up. It'll be about a second for you guys. 2 days for us.
Put all that stuff back on.
Yeah. Make sure you clean your magneto though, because from sitting around being open, it picks up
Whole
garbage.
sockets, ratchets are just jammed in this thing when you're not looking. Oh god, it's stuck now.
Oh, well, it's junk. Toss it.
Damn, you're
The
good.
ratchet.
Oh my god. You're like King Arthur. You just pulled that stuff right out. That's filthy. Don't put that in there. And that's not the first time we've heard that, but
Yeah.
you don't believe it. Yeah, I got a dirty wiener.
Like I said, we're taking a break because it is 12 o'clock. We are both drained already, and it's only been like, I don't know, 20 minutes.
It's 12 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
But yeah, just hand thread the bolts on that side. Let it sit for, I think it says an hour.
3 years.
1 hour to set before you tighten the bolts completely, and then 24 hours before you fill it with liquid. So don't go pissing in your engine before 24 hours is up. We'll be
Even
back
though it's already pissed you off, you can't piss in it.
We'll be back in a second for you guys. We're back from our break, our 2-day break.
Now we're back today. But we got this goofy through cover to put on, followed by the outer cover. And I guess we'll get into the cylinder and the head after that, but for now, I'm just going to put this through cover and this extra side cover on. It's got the pickup coils for the magneto in it. I guess the first thing we'll do is take this paper towel and then wipe out any kind of junk that's in the magneto before you forget about it. Keep in mind it is magnetic. Any kind of metal chips or something you're grinding nearby, you know, stuff that you've had laying around, whatever.
Moving it around on a bench that you use for mostly anything.
You're going to have all kinds of stuff stuck in there.
Even if you're on the other side of your garage, grinding on something, it flows through the air.
You could be in the middle of the desert on the rainiest day ever in a monsoon, and there will still be metal chips in there.
I'd recommend using a scribe, not a screw, but I don't own one.
Screw it. Actually, it would be better if you took another screw, because he's already got his germs on that one. Put a paper towel right on it. Right around it.
Ba-ding.
The hell was that? Supposed to be like a catchphrase or something?
It's whatever you want it to be. I want it to be never again. Now we're to the part we gotta put stuff back together.
We've been at that part for a while now.
We're getting to the point where it's gonna be scary if it's gonna start or not.
Well, here comes that big scary O-ring.
You have the starter ring that actually hooks in your main crank. Your only crank, really.
The main crank. Auxiliary cranks, go!
Slides in, there's a, well, if you're taking it apart, you're gonna know where it goes, but there's just a little seat in case you forget.
I forgot.
You just make sure it's sitting in there good and it's working the way it should.
Some junk on the connecting rod I can see from here. A little chunk of gasket stuff to fill in there, I guess.
Just look at the gasket that's hanging off.
Well, like, there's actual like red RTV stuck in it.
You happy now?
No, but we're getting there. In the meantime, I got this O-ring out, and it's become two-dimensional over time. It's pretty flat. Where is the new one?
There isn't. You have to buy that separately.
And why did you tell me to take this out?
I didn't.
Oh, God.
I told you to take the other one out.
No.
Oh, you put it on.
Yeah.
Well, you did it off camera, I guess. Well,
I was just that fast with it, you didn't see it.
yes.
But anyway, that's how you put it in if you had a new one, if you were that cool.
It just slips in. There's a little spot for it. But the O-ring I told him to take out, it's right here. Just to keep the oil from getting out, I guess.
That's pretty much what they all do.
Yeah, depending on your kit, it might be a different color. I have an old kit from last time we did it. It came with a light green. This one came with a darker green. We just used one of them, I guess. And then there's this O-ring. I'm sure you probably didn't see him put it in. But
I did it right here!
it slides in right here. Other than that, it's basically... Should probably put this in the right way though.
No.
This is just a little... It's got a little notch taken out of it. There's a spot in here.
And if you had a tiny gun, you could use it for a rest.
It just locks in. It's just a pin for your pull start. Just make sure you got it the right way when you put it on.
Actually, I believe that might be the neutral indicator.
Honestly, I have no idea. It doesn't turn.
Maybe it will now.
Out of all the things I know about Honda, it's the one thing other than lots of stuff on the inside.
It's what's inside that counts.
Oh, of course. You go in on the top, and you go to do the bottom, and it pops off. Where's that bolt, Chief?
Richard! What'd you do?
There's only one bolt that holds this to this until you put the other piece on.
You can't miss it. It's going to be clean if it's in an oil bath this whole time.
Why do we lose stuff?
Decent.
On this channel, you learn how to lose everything and anything. That's a dirty one.
You're a dirty one.
You're funny.
It was there a minute ago, I swear. And then it was right in front of your freaking head.
It just slides in right next to that gear that we put in.
Well, it threads in too if you like it.
I really hate you. Like most of the rest, they're just 8 mil.
I thought we had that socket over here, right?
Nope.
No? Wait.
Yeah, we do.
That's what I thought.
The mystery one.
Imagine.
Is it the mystery? Oh no, that one has letters. It's not the mystery one I have.
Alright, now we need quarter-inch drive rush.
There's the shaft for your gears. We'll get to them in a minute though. That just slips on in there. There's not much to it. But to do it.
He said do it. Ha! Got a nice gap going on there, but... Ah, there it goes. Don't touch that.
I'll touch you.
Will you though? Will it cost extra?
What'd you drop?
That wasn't me.
That wasn't you.
I have no idea what that was.
Is that tight?
Does it look like it's tight? Yeah, it does. Come in.
No one's home.
Hello.
Alright, now the part you guys probably love by now that we always do. You'll see it in about 3 seconds. We'll see it
One.
for about 20.
2.
We got a gasket.
Alright. So what I'll do.
In this case, letters up.
Well, it's going to be, in theory, letters in when it's finally installed. So that's like, you know, one of those confusing things. It's like working with a bolt that's like facing up. So you're turning it left to go right. This one seems to hurt your brain.
Huh? And then we have a mystery gasket that we don't even know what it's for yet.
That might be for a different application. I don't know how many things it fits.
Yeah. The Chinglish on it's wonderful.
Chinglish, yeah.
Well, we'll just get to it and you guys can watch 3 seconds. Alright, well, we got it gasketed. Well, sealed. Now gasketed. This slips on right here.
Richard!
Alright, I lied. You had to watch a little bit of it at normal speed. Right.
I'm sure you're petrified for life now.
I had to watch 3 seconds.
You'll never, that's 3 seconds of your life you will never, ever, ever get back. Although, you do have a long, fulfilling life, at least into your mid-30s, to look forward to. If you're gonna do shit like this, stress will kill you.
It was in the hole. Alright, well, if you did get a seal kit though, the little rubber seals with a spring in it, you're going to get one of those. We didn't, so make sure you replace it.
We're cheap.
And I also think I figured out where one of those O-rings went that we had no idea where it went.
You know what? We gotta set up those starter gears, don't we?
Told them we were going to get into that, and completely forgot.
You're just so excited. We got this beautiful slab of meat right here, straight from the butcher.
Fresh cut, real expensive.
I can't wait to have somebody's steaks. I mean, it's gonna be so. What the hell?
I need the snap ring pliers there.
Snap ring pliers.
Oh, you knew what drawer they were in? Everything.
Lucky guess. Oh no. There was a stripper on the floor.
We gotta put this back on too. We actually have to put this on first. Hey, there's gonna be 2 bolts on the back.
Right here and right here. Right here. There's one loop. Oh yeah. Give me the goddamn thing.
You were showing them.
You were set to on.
Oh, I forgot to turn it off. You gotta save that battery.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you turn your ratchet to the off position before you go to bed. You'll wake up and have a dead ratchet. But actually, if you're in a hurry, here's what you do. If it twists to the left and doesn't to the right, you're set to off. If it's to the right, not to the left, you're set to on. It's one of the things that you'll always see us do is go a little bit when we take the bolts out. Up close and personal. I feel so violated.
There's 2 of the outside crankcase bolts.
I guess it's good that we had them tightened down anyway because it made that gasket set up.
Yeah.
Yeah! Yeah, man! It's nice interior, man. You do this yourself, man?
Yeah, now we get sued by them too.
Oh, come on. They're cool. You ever meet those guys? Neither have I. You know how many times they get referenced in everything?
Yeah, I know. I seriously don't know where this gasket goes. I hope it's for a different application. That might be for the 83s, because they had the high-low switch.
It's possible. Maybe there's an extra cover on those. I don't know. Maybe if you have that, you can let us know in the comments. But you won't. You're afraid. I know. Do it, bitch.
I wonder why they don't leave comments.
Because I just call them a bitch, because they are. They won't leave a comment, so.
I think the good old reverse psychology thing is going to work for this.
Do we have any ordering for this?
We might.
Yes, that is perfect.
I'm gonna say maybe not. Or you might have found it. No.
Oh, hagfish?
No, we do not. Which is not even that bad. If yours is all ripped up and stuff, I'd get a new one. You can just go to any.
Yeah, peel this one off and go to like an auto parts store or something.
They'll find it. They got the little box.
Box.
Boxes.
Are we talking about your little box?
I thought I'd help.
Good joke. You thought. Ha! Must be a first time for everything.
Huh?
What?
We might find what this goes to. We might look it up. Maybe. Probably not. We're too lazy. Like we've said before, we don't even bolt the engine down to work on it.
You said we're so speedy.
We like fighting with it.
We like to wrestle.
You'll notice that some parts are painted and stuff. You'll notice some other differences with the actual frame when we get back to that part of it.
Oh yeah. We'll go through that whole scene with that big dramatic duel. What the hell was it?
Some of the things.
Going, oh, I got this pretty girl tied to the railroad tracks. Oh.
But when we get to the other parts, if you guys want to see that, leave it in the comments, and we will make a video of it. Maybe.
We will, possibly, maybe, perhaps.
Should we go this way or this way?
Well, this goes on the very end. That's why I haven't set it that way. I guess maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's for the center? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because the other one has splines in it.
Ah.
There we go. It's kind of forced to go like that. And that's why I go right on the outside, right?
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter what way you go. You just take your cheap piece of crap snap ring pliers.
Put your hand over so when it goes flying, it doesn't go way off the map.
Is it on?
Just thing on.
No. Bottom half needs to go on. Ah, there we go. Good old force. Once this goes in, it'll right on that, make it sturdy.
Yeah, just making sure everything's in line. Make sure that this is in line all the way around, everything's moving smoothly. Nothing's lining up.
And now back to this part. But,
You know what else we can do too? You gotta figure all this stuff is all the way up out of like the oil bath, and this stuff is sitting in these little grooves. I want to put a little bit of oil in there, just for S and G's. They actually make right there on the bench. Ha ha!
caught our cheapo brand.
$2.75 a quart. But they actually make an engine assembly lube. That's just a tube of grease. Not the kind of lube you're thinking of.
I'm too poor to buy this magical grease, or as you call it, whale lube.
When the hell did I say that?
First video. The first ever on this channel. Comment if you guys remember that.
Or if you just, you know, watch it or something. I don't know, you're people with the internet. We're out here in Siberia in a one-room shack.
At this time of filming, it was actually 2 weeks ago. Today,
It takes that long for the Earth to revolve.
Oh God! But if you've noticed, probably not. Probably weren't able to see it. One of the bolts have snapped off from either the previous owner or the owner before him. It is an '84. I don't know how many owners of this there has been, but all I know is there's going to be no more but me. This is my child. I put too much time.
Except the fact that you actually have a child. You can't really say that.
This is my garage child. This is what I call it. This is my garage baby. I've had it for 7 years.
Oh my God.
And I've taken it apart 40 times.
Not this far.
You've been there for probably 8 of those times. We hate each other. We've only hung out twice out of our entire life.
But we both need money, so that's why I was here is fighting. We're a very abusive couple.
Oh, dear. Alright, Chumpo, put it together.
All right, I'm gonna take these bolts. Nothing you can do about them. I have custody of these bolts. And not that one, though. That one is suicidal. You can have that one.
Oh, God. We found the missing dowel pin from earlier. That is forever out of the trike. Hopefully there's no problems with that. If there is, you'll probably see a little video of us tearing this monster apart. And we did not cardboard template this one because we're really horrible at this. I think the short ones are here.
Yeah, this is like a medium. I just came from this. I have two of them. Seem even shorter.
Bye now.
Kitchen sink comes wheeling in, smashes me in the face. Throwing stuff over there. Bye! Take this and that and some of these and a couple of those.
And one of these.
My shorts.
He dailies these.
Hell yes. They said these bolts were from this, dude. Oh, there goes one. Okay.
Cope ring and all. These are mine.
Yeah, I can't afford Levi's.
The only pants I wear. Now those, no. We gotta put this on still.
So where the hell did this bolt come from?
Oh, yeah, as we were talking before, we gotta put this in too. And wipe it down.
Well, I mean, if you have nothing but electric stuff, you could, in theory, just like seal that up with something and not worry about it.
Yeah, we were thinking of that. I said no. I changed my mind.
We never thought of that. We never
I did. I mentioned it. You even said no.
Yeah, because when you get out somewhere and the battery's dead,
Exactly. You're screwed.
you are FKT.
Oh, there's no ring on here. Would you look at that? Alright.
Well, sun on the beach.
There's no ring on this. On your full start.
Paul cage bolt.
Paul cage, there's the word. Which this matches. This one. It just slips on like that and holds your washer and everything. And then there's a little tiny spot for it there, which it probably does not matter because this thing's, you could see when it sat in water for probably 10 years. Because I bought this thing, it was sitting in a barn for 10.5 years before I got it.
We counted the rings. It's like a tree.
Guess what? It's a Honda. Guess what it did when I got it home?
Needed work.
Oh, I hate you. You're so quick. No, it didn't. All I did was drain the, 10.5-year-old gas that was red because it ate the inside of the gas tank, and I've had nothing but problems with that ever since. But after I did that and such, put new gas in it, and it started up, and it ran like crap because the carb needed to be cleaned. But that was before I knew how to do any of this, and I had the greatest teacher. It was him.
Officer, I swear. Also, there was a time
Somebody held this with wood blocks.
one time, band camp. There was a time at which this particular machine was at my house, and someone had decided to go up an incline, I would say probably around the 60-degree mark. That was naturally part of my trail that I had made, but it's like a second gear incline. He did it in like fourth gear.
I did it top.
It didn't fit, well, fourth gear.
Yeah.
So, instead of just like climbing it, the clutch started to slip, and he came sailing down backwards.
I saw my light flash before my eyes. I slammed up against a tree. Tire came soaring in front of me.
Bike went rolling over, ever so gently, slamming down. And
Bending the axle.
so there was a major issue where parts of the carburetor had gone missing, particularly the clip that holds the needle in place on the slide. So we made one out of a beer can.
I'm not even holding this. The wood is doing all the work. Alright, the camera just stopped filming there for a second, but whatever. Wherever it left off, we just tightened the bolt for this, unless it's in the video. And you already know that.
That's when it beeped. So.
Yeah, we just tightened the bolt on this. That's it. Now, when you're putting it back together,
I told a couple of cool stories.
when you do timing, there's going to be a little notch here that matches a whole bunch of other little notches.
Notches.
Yeah,
Well,
but
this is actually a timing window here.
I think there's an order.
Oh,
Flathead screwdriver.
in the walk of shame.
I honestly have no idea when the camera stopped, so figure that out in editing. You might not even hear this part. I might leave it in just for comedic value. There's a whole drawer of flatheads right next to you.
You're a flathead.
Call flathead.
Who are you calling Pinhead?
Hey, there is. I see
Hey.
it already in my eyesight.
Well, better than seeing it with your hearing.
Old one? Garbage. Hit the bar, Kim. You just put that back on there nice and gently.
Slut.
Did we tighten down all these yet?
Let's find out.
Because it goes through this hole.
Yeah, you would have, if this rotated as you shifted, because this is your shifter, this would click and there'd be an arrow that would tell you when you're neutral.
Oh yeah, it probably is. I forgot about that. That was on my 4-track, but it wasn't on this.
Never know.
You forget these type of things when you go like 9 years without an ATV or... I was the lone wolf. I had no friends.
You still don't.
This isn't in the right hole. I just noticed that. These ones are. That's a no-go there.
Well, that one's an 8mm head. Once it was when we took it out, because this thing's been so mismatched and...
There's a clean bolt here. That's probably what it is. This is supposed to go on the inside. We used the rusty one for the inside. For the inside. I'm strongly aware, you guys, to use cardboard or this will happen.
Yeah, we're kind of like the perfect example of what happens when you do, what happens when you don't use it.
Yeah, we got washers that we have no idea where they go, but it's only like 13, 14 thou. So it doesn't really matter. Well, it does probably, but you know, we're trying to look at it artistically. Look at it good. Look at it the right way. This exhaust seal is horrendous.
It's brand new.
Look at it. It's ugly.
You're ugly.
You know, I'm going home.
How is this full of dents already?
I don't know.
It's a hollow tube, that's why.
Well, yeah, no. Look at this one.
It's designed to crush.
This is the old. This is the original one. We've already put 2 of them in now.
Yeah, we had one sitting on top of the other one because we didn't know that the old one was still in there. It was so squished and
Blackened.
blackened.
So,
Damn, you're good.
if you guys are taking it apart, we'll get to it more. But there's just a hole here that it sits in. Make sure.
There's a hole.
Make sure it comes
There's a
out.
hole.
You guys are girls. Can't be sexist.
What?
Girls could be working on this, man.
It's kind of hot, actually. You gonna tell me it's not or what?
Oh God.
Probably fat chicks. Fat chicks and 3-wheelers. Yeah.
Oh God. But that's really it for now.
All right, fat chicks. I guess that's the end of it.
Oh, we're gonna be hated. We're gonna be hated. We could put the sprocket on with these exact stock bolts. I was just trying to find the threads because the bolt that's in there has like 2 threads. There's no finding that. We could take it apart and show them how to put this back in.
Go right ahead. I'm going home.
That's really it though for this video. Next video we start the head.
Next video we'll give you head. I mean, install the head.
There's O-rings that we have to replace in there too, so you'll find that entertaining, hopefully.
Entertaining.
Hopefully you find all this entertaining. If you do, just let us know.
If you don't, too bad.
Let us know, we'll stop. We're very nice people.
Please stop.
But yeah, that's basically it. There's not much else to it. We're probably going to show you guys how to re-rope this because that's not enough to start it. It may look like it, but it's not. It's only like 2 feet, maybe 3. What do you
2
think?
feet? I got 2 feet. What a coincidence.
We just tried fixing it real quick because we were trying to start this thing and the rope snapped since it's, 30 some years old, depending on if anyone before me has changed it. We'll also clean it because it's
That's factory.
it's filthy.
Where's my safety razor blade I had?
Yeah, he can't use these double ones. He cuts himself.
I already. I mean, not even like an emo way. I just accidentally cut myself. Ow! You flinched so hard. I almost actually got cut.
But yeah, that's basically it for now.
Basically, I mean, except the major details that we left out is really going to mess you up.
Yeah, some of those big parts you guys didn't see.
Yeah, like none of the supplies. We're just making all of this up.
Yeah, we use futuristic supplies. That's why we've been able to do all this.
Mm-hmm.
Like we haven't shown how to remove broken off heads or anything and bolts.
Yep, we had to go travel in our time machine. We jumped in our DeLorean. We went to like the future and got wood blocks to do this. There aren't wood blocks here in 2018.
Yes, these are just nothing.
Actually, we're going to plant that tree next week. Actually, so.
But yeah, that's it. We'll catch you guys in the next one.